This one starts with a number I'd rather not admit out loud, but here it is. 4 years ago, I needed 800 pounds by the end of a specific month for a reason that doesn't really matter now, and I decided trading the FTSE 100 CFD was how I'd get there, not I'll trade well and see what happens. Specifically 800 pounds, specific date. I remember writing the number on a sticky note and putting it next to my monitor, like it would somehow help the price move faster. It didn't, obviously, but at the time it felt like it might. The market didn't know about the sticky note, obviously, but I traded like it did. Every session that month, I was looking for trades that could get me there fast, not trades that actually met my own criteria. I widened what counted as a good setup without admitting I'd widened it, a level that I'd normally wait a full day to confirm. I was taking on an hour's worth of price action because an hour's worth was what my deadline allowed for. With about a week left, I was still nowhere close, and that's when it really showed me something. I took a position nearly 3 times my normal size on a setup I wouldn't have looked at twice in an ordinary week, purely because the maths on a smaller size didn't get me to 800 pounds in time. It went against me almost immediately. The FTSE just did what the FTSE does on a quiet Thursday. It didn't accelerate my need. It didn't slow down out of sympathy. It was completely indifferent to my deadline, and the loss put me further from the number than when I'd started. Here's the part I actually think about now. 2 months later, no deadline, no sticky note, I took what was almost the identical setup on the same instrument, same kind of level, same kind of pullback, and I sized it properly, waited for the second confirmation I'd normally wait for, and let it play out over 2 days instead of forcing it into one session. It worked. Nothing about the market had changed between those 2 trades. What had changed was entirely me. The market never once cared whether I hit 800 pounds by that date. It wasn't cruel about it, and it wasn't kind about it either. It just moved, the way it always moves, completely unconcerned with what I needed from it that month. It didn't know I had a sticky note. It wouldn't have cared even if it did. But it showed me something I hadn't fully seen about myself until I watched the same setup handled 2 completely different ways. Under pressure, I became someone who bent his own rules and called it flexibility. Without pressure, I was someone who could actually follow a plan. So if you're trading toward a number right now, rent, a deadline, anything with a date attached to it, it's worth asking honestly which version of you is at the screen, because the market isn't going to adjust itself to your timeline, and it isn't going to warn you when your own standards have quietly slipped to fit it. It'll just keep moving exactly the same as always, and let the difference between those 2 versions of you show up in the account. Whether you actually look at that difference is entirely up to you.